I just seen the daily tonnage report. Looks like your #1 crew is slipping.
Well, we've been short-handed. Wait till we get our new third helper.
Nothing's gonna help. #2 is turned into high gear now, and we're gonna grab the sweepstakes this time.
Yeah? We're still 47 tons ahead of you.
You won't be come Friday.
You know, Ernie, it's not only the chance of losing all that dough that's got me worried, it's what Red's gonna say and do to the loser.
I know what you mean. Red can sure make it tough on a guy.
In more ways than one.
If it isn't Peter in the wolf.
Which is which?
The one with the green eyes is Peter.
See, Ernie, she knows us like a book. The gal's uncanny.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Exactly.
Hey, Red, did you get a load of the new tonnage figures?
Well, what's the matter, Jim? You forget to eat your spinach? Ernie's crew's catching up.
I'm shy of third helper, but your dad promised me a good, solid citizen by tomorrow.
Oh.
$1,440. When I win that pot, I'm going to get me a gal, take her to Lake Arrowhead, and have some fun. How about you, Red?
Fine. I'll ask her when she comes in.
Hiya, fellas. What'll it be? The usual before-dinner snack?
Right. Make them rare.
Two double-thick sirloins, rare, mashed potatoes, heavy in the butter, peas, corn, strawberry shortcake, and java.
In the middle of the day?
Oh, yes, they're on a 7-day diet. They eat like that for 7 days, then, whew, they bust wide open. You wearing gloves?
Work gloves. I had a flat.
Check them in the washroom.
Okay, sweetheart.
And don't forget to wash behind your ears.
For you, Red, I'd even wash behind my eyes.
Very nicely stacked together, honey.
I didn't ask you.
So ask me.
Who sent for you?
Nice landscaping. Very pretty view.
What are you, a land shark?
No, but I appreciate a good piece of real estate.
No lots for sale.
Is that the Blue Plate special?
No, that's a scoreboard. Here's the menu.
What, a floor show?
That's sometimes provided by the customers. Usually horizontal.
Oh, that's a horse on me.
Can you make it a building?
Where do I sit?
Well, fortunately, there's a seat way over there by the window.
How about this one?
Oh, that would be a real hot seat, mister.
That's good enough for me. I'll just look at you and sizzle.
When you start to smoke, I'll turn you over.
Hey, mister!
I can personally recommend our top sirloins, mister.
Well, I don't usually eat steaks at 4 in the afternoon, but you're the doctor. What's your name, doctor?
What's the matter? You colorblind, too?
Oh, Red, huh?
Mm-hmm. Any objections?
Not at all. I like it.
But, Fred,
Dolores is a customer over there who wants his check. Good.
Must come to you for advice often.
Sorry, Junior, this is my seat.
Not anymore, Jack. Red invited me to sit here. Right?
Wrong. Looks like Goldilocks is sitting in Papa Bear's seat.
Hey, what is this?
Maybe I can make it simple for you, mister. This is my girl, this is my seat, and this is my steak.
All of them tops.
Sorry, fellas.
When the smoke clears, remember, I suggested the seat way over there. Let's say everything's even, huh, fellas?
6-2 and even, Red. Nothing to it, Red. Just a little psychology. Mind over matter. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Quit it, Jim. Quit it. He's a stranger. It was only a gag.
Come on, now, go that right.
Now, you big baboon, shake hands. Go ahead. Go ahead. There, that's better. Now, go clean up while I order 2 more sirloins. And don't start anything in the washroom I can't finish. Dolores, order 2 more top sirloins.
2 double-thick sirloins rare, mashed potatoes heavy in the batter, peas, corn, strawberry shortcake, and jam.
Our new motto, if you can't eat them, wear them.
That's quite a wallop you packed there, friend.
You're not so bad yourself, old man. Once I thought you hit me with a sledge.
Well, I guess this is my initiation into the steel business.
I figured you were new when you tangled with the killer here. Who are you going to work for?
I haven't found out who the lucky guy is yet.
Oh, modest buzzsaw, isn't he?
Come on, Jim. You gonna drive me home or not?
Yeah. You wanted my steak, mister. Here you are. But do me a favor. Lay off my girl, will you? Bye, Red.
Bye, Jim.
All right.
Bye, Ernie.
Thanks for the first aid.
Oh, don't mention it. I'm a regular Florence Nightingale.
It's nice to know.
You want some advice?
Oh, lady mouthpiece, too, huh?
Skip it. Give me the jacket. Well, come on, give me. Oh, you've been playing around with the wrong kind of girls.
What do you think you're going to do with it?
Well, I sort of started the fight, so I buy a new jacket. I owe it to you.
Oh, no.
Oh, it was fun.
Look, forget it, will
Listen,
you?
apprentices don't get much money to begin with.
I know, but I can afford it.
I always pay my debts. Hi, Mr. Mack.
Hello, Miss McNamara. What can I do for you?
Do you carry these, Mr. Mack?
My. How did it get into this condition?
Moths.
I have something like it, perhaps not that good a quality.
Well, the fact that it's new ought to square things.
Let's go see. Here's a 44.
How much?
$11.70.
For $11.70, I can get one twice that size.
$10 to anyone with a Mac in their name.
Good. I knew mall meeting Paul would pay off someday.
See, Steve, each man in the furnace crew chipped in $20. The crew that puts out the most steel by Friday wins the jackpot. They take $1,440. They take it with the girls to Lake Arrowhead over Saturday and Sunday.
That's nice.
You ever been to Lake Arrowhead, Steve?
No.
Gee, it's keen up there. They got swimming and water skiing and speedboat riding. Every night there's a great big moon hanging over the lake. What a place for a fellow and a girl.
We'll go up sometime.
You mean that, Steve?
Sure. You get a guy, I'll get a girl. We'll make it a foursome.
Didn't have the same quality, but the quantity's there.
I told you to forget it.
And I said I always pay my debts. Here, try it on.
I like it.
You should. It's an original Nettie McIntosh. Well, shall I send this or cut it up for pen wipers?
Why not deliver it personally to 435 Orange Street?
430. What? Who street?
435 Orange. I'm moving in with a family named McNamara.
Oh, no.
Anything wrong?
I wouldn't go near that place if I were you. It's a madhouse. They're eccentrics.
Well, who isn't eccentric nowadays?
Oh, but the McNamaras go way overboard.
How do you mean?
Well, they keep dogs.
Oh, what's the matter with keeping dogs?
In the refrigerator?
Oh, now, wait a minute.
No kidding. That's what everybody says. They're really batty.
I'll be seeing you. Good afternoon. This is the John McNamara residence.
Yes, it is. Oh, you're Steve Costain, Iron Mike's nephew. I could tell it in a minute.
From there?
Oh, I forgot. I'll be right down.
It might be a good idea to use the stairs.
I always do. Mr. Costain. So you're gonna fill Iron Mike's shoes.
Well, that's a general idea. Someday.
You look like you can do it.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
Your eye. Did you have an accident?
Well, I guess you could call it that. I didn't get it on purpose.
I'll sew up those trousers later.
Oh, thanks. Well, I understand your husband and my uncle started out in the steel business together.
That was a long time ago, Mr. Costain. Come, I'll show you to your room.
Your dog?
No, the neighbors. We don't have any dogs.
I'll get my luggage.
Hi, Dad. Joe. Good. Hi, Red. How many heats today, Pops?
Oh, about 19, I think.
Good, good.
Red, we got a new boarder at the house.
Oh, I hope I scared him away.
Oh, did you meet him?
Not formally. He dropped by the cafe this afternoon.
I'm supposed to try and make a steel man out.
Out of him, he's got too much muscle to become a steel man.
Oh, there's nothing the matter with muscle in the steel business.
He's got it between his ears.
I hope you're nice to him, Red, because
Nice
he's
to that chowderhead.
Look, Red, that chowderhead happens to be...
A chowderhead. Let's forget it, Pop.
Okay. Joe, remember, she's the one that called him a chowderhead.
Mom! Hey, Mom!
She must be in the back feeding the little ones.
Will you go say hello to your family, Dad? I'll be down in a minute. Hey, Mom, give me a hand with this zipper. I can't reach it. Oh, thanks, Mom. I thought I'd gotten rid of you.
You know, I found I like the crazy McNamaras with their dogs in the icebox. Say, did you see that cute litter of St. Bernards next to the butter?
Will you kindly get out of my room?
This happens to be my room.
What? Get off that chimp spread, you big lug.
You know, you ought to move around more when you sleep. You've got a groove hollowed out, and it doesn't fit my particular lumps.
Will you get off that bed?
My dear young lady, for the sum of $35 paid in advance to Mrs. McNamara, this room, this bed, and this chintz spread are mine for 7 glorious days.
All right, Mr. Wise Guy, we'll see about that.
I seen in the paper today where a chinchilla coat sold for $60,000.
60,000. How many skins to a coat?
I don't know, but the one you bought me had 40 rabbits.
Oh, they're much bigger than chinchillas. There must be 50 or 60 chinchillas to a coat. Let's see. That's about $1,000 a skin.
Is that so? I think Bridget's expectant.
The devil she is. Well, Bridget, darling, so you're going to have little ones, are you? Oh, well, and the rest of you. Nora and Toby and Mary and Dan. Now, come on, why don't you be like Bridget and Mike? Come on, do a little bundling, you precious, fluffy little darlings.
Hey, Say, Mom, what's the idea of putting that big lug in my room?
You don't mean Steve?
He's a fine young man.
That's a matter of opinion.
I didn't think you'd mind, Red. I moved your personal things to the room across the hall. It isn't as
Well,
like...
I'm moving them right back.
Oh, no, you don't. I've got a contract for a full week.
Hi, Steve. Are you getting settled?
I like it more every minute, Mac.
Well, does he go or do I?
Now, don't shout, Fred. You scare Bridget. She's going to have $1 million blessed event, bless her.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, your own flesh and blood.
Come on down, son. Let's start getting acquainted.
Be right down.
I and Mike and me started shoveling coke at the blast furnaces back in Pittsburgh. Oh, that was 35 years ago.
Eat your dinner, Mac.
I will, dear. You know, son, going into steel ain't like a hobby or a fad you can quit. Steel is permanent. Yes, sir. And once it gets into a man's blood, he never gets it out.
Red.
All right, Mom.
Joe's dad was in it all his life.
Oh? Does he work at this plant?
There was an accident at the mill. He was killed.
Oh, I see. Sorry, Joe.
It's okay.
A lot of men get killed working in steel.
Only because they violate one of the company's safety rules.
A man can get careless.
Sure, Ma. And not only in a steel mill, almost anywhere, crossing a street or even sitting on a stool in my place.
Oh, that's more dangerous than any steel mill.
You know, Steve, as I was about to say, your uncle asked me to make a steel man out of you. He had the brains and the muscle for the business. But he had something else, too. Something that I didn't have. He had vision.
I'll get him. Hello? Yes, this is 731. Mr. Who? Costain. What's the rib? What am I supposed to say? Look, lady, Mr. Michael Costain wouldn't be here. His headquarters are in... What? I never heard of him. All right, wait a minute and I'll check. Dad, do you know of a Stephen Costain? Some woman's calling him.
Excuse me.
Well, what? That's S. Chowderhead Costain in person.
Hello?
Stephen, darling, this is Valerie.
Angel ears. Well, this is a surprise.
Angel ears.
How did you know I was here?
You didn't know, but your butler talks too much. Now, why did you run out on me?
I didn't run out on you, Val. They sent me here. I'm going to learn this end of the steel business from the ground down, as Uncle Mike said.
What's Angel Ears going to do at the mill? Spy for his rich old uncle?
He's going to learn all the departments, and someday he'll run the whole works. If he makes the grade.
Sounds as if he's doing all right in there.
You don't understand. I can't take off anytime I want to. Steel is important. It's what they make bobby pins out of. Look, I'm just a common working stiff. You ought to see me with my lunch pail in my hand. No, I'm not kidding. I carry one. Honest. I'll send you a picture.
I think I'll go out and look at the chinchillas.
Of course. You know I do, baby. I can't say no. I can't. I'll call you real soon. Bye. Where'd everybody go?
Folks around here take the steel business serious, Steve. Sit down and finish your supper.
Remember me? The man on the chin spread?
What's your pleasure, Mr. Costain? A low bow from the waist or just a plain curtsy?
I'll settle for a kind word and a friendly smile.
How democratic can you get? You're forgetting I'm from a long line of working stiffs.
You know, it isn't polite to listen in on people's conversations. That's called eavesdropping.
It was as loud as bombs dropping and just about as funny. Oh, by the way, don't forget to give me one of those pictures of you with a lunch bucket.
You're not half as pretty without your sense of humor, Carrot Head.
Oh, now that we know each other, you may call me Angel Ears.
I was only kidding with Val. She doesn't know a lunch bucket from a champagne bucket.
But I'll bet you do.
You don't think I belong in the steel business? You don't think I'll be able to take it, do you?
You don't have to. It's being handed to you on a platter.
Look, Red, I haven't exactly been riding the gravy train. I've had my share of blisters and calluses.
You ought to try getting some on your hands.
What's your hurry, Red? I thought we'd talk.
All right, go ahead. Talk.
You make that sweater?
Some people think I do.
You know, your shoulders are much too pretty to be carrying such a big chip.
Look, Stephen, why don't you try that glass slipper on someone else? My tootsies are much too large.
Okay, okay. How about showing me around the town tonight?
Don't tell me that's in your contract.
Would you like to drop in someplace for a couple of dances?
I might.
Maybe a drink or two?
Sounds real enticing.
Well, then what are we waiting for?
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm waiting for my date. There he is. Hi, Jim.
Hi. What's he doing here?
He lives here.
In her room.
Well, what is he, a relative?
Yeah, but not mine.
Unfortunately. Oh, don't worry. She put up a good fight before she finally let me in. Of course, I made her move across the hall.
Hey, what is all this?
Steve's last name is Costain. Does that ring any bells? Now bow to His Royal Highness and let's scram.
Costain? I didn't even know Iron Mike was married.
He isn't. I'm just a measly old nephew.
Oh. Gonna take over the mill, I suppose.
I suppose. If I live long enough to learn this business.
Well, at least he's not starting out thinking it's a cinch.
Oh, I'll need all the help I can get. Will you show me around the place?
Yeah, sure, sometime.
Tonight.
Tonight? I've got a date.
You can keep your date. Won't take long. Red can go with us.
Really?
Sure, I don't mind.
Oh, goody-goody gumdrops.
No, we better make it some other time.
Look, Jim, if I can see some of it tonight, I can get started that much sooner.
Why not, Jim? We'll show him how they make bobby pins.
That'll be time and a half, you know.
We'll make it double time.
Okay.
Why not go in Mr. Costain's jet?
Stratojet.
I wanted to own this wobble iron.
You know where the mill is, Jim. Why don't you drive?
Okay. Here's where everything starts. The employee's parking lot. You won't have to worry about that, though. I suppose you'll be using the executive space. Well, let's go on to the coke ovens. The coal is heated in those sealed-off coke ovens. The gases are driven off, leaving just the coke. Then the coke is pushed out into the quench car and then taken down to the quench tower.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, that's it. Maybe you'll find the blast furnace more to your liking.
Something's burning.
Yeah, it's me. Anyway, this is the blast furnace. The iron ore, limestone, and coke are charged into the furnace by means of a skip hoist. Inside, this is reduced to molten iron. The molten iron comes out into the trough, under the skimmer, down the runners, and into the ladle below. From there, the hot metal is taken over to the open hearth.
Well, let's see the next slide, Professor.
Open hearth shop. These guys mix the hot metal, scrap, and the other materials with the skill of a chef whipping up a fancy dish. Each furnace has 5 doors. The contents of these furnaces are thoroughly molten. They're tapped from the back, releasing the white-hot stream of steel into a huge ladle. This is the stripping mill. The ingot molds come here from the open hearth, and the stripper removes the molds from the ingot. From here, they're moved to the soaking pits and eventually to the structural mill. That'll be our next and last stop. Structural members in the form of angles, beams, channels, and other shapes are rolled here. 6 to 11 passes are required to reduce that square section to its final size, during which the shape becomes several times the length of its original form. Buildings, bridges, railroad cars, heavy machinery, and farm implements all require structural shapes. Well, Mr. Costain, this should give you a good idea how steel is made.
Well, it's been very interesting. You've earned the rest of the evening off. Where can we drop you?
I'd be very happy to drop you right here.
Oh. Well, in that case, let's continue as a threesome.
Swell. You drive.
I'd love to.
We'll take the 25-cent tour, young man.
Fine. And so we head out to sea and set sail for the romantic little isle of Punaguna.
How we doing, Joe? Well, we're still ahead. Number 2's moved up a few more tons. Still a long way until Friday. You want to make a side bet number 2 don't win? $20. Money in the bank. Hey, Jim. Morning, Mac.
Hi, Jim. Hi, Jim. How do you feel this morning?
Well, a slight touch of gout from last night's high living.
Oh, you're too vet.
Yes, indeed. And 190 pounds ringside.
Oh, Steve's coming to work here.
Good. We got the furnaces all lit. Now we can bake him a cake.
Now lay off, Jim. He's starting his 3rd helper in number 1 furnace this morning.
3rd helper, that's... Hey, that's my furnace.
Well, that's what I said.
You can't do this to me, Mac.
Now, take it easy, Jim. I know what a shovel is.
Yeah, just the same. A green hand can be dangerous.
He'll learn.
Yeah, folks at home say I'm right bright.
But, Mac, this guy doesn't know a payloader from a bustle pipe.
He starts his 3rd helper in number 1. And them's orders.
All right, Mr. Costain. This way.
Oh, you first, teacher.
shovel.
Oh.
This is dolomite. We use it to bank the front wall inside the furnace. If the bath boils over, we lose tonnage. Watch it like a hawk.
Okay.
I leave you with this little reminder. If we don't win the sweepstakes, one of us wins a trip to the hospital.
Never let it be said, the number 3 helper let his furnace down.
Show you. Come along. No, you build it up from the back, and don't pat it from the front, or you stove in the wall, and the soap will come slopping out and burn your 2 legs off at the knee.
I'll watch it.
Now you can go to work. And don't look into that furnace without your glasses. If you don't, it'll lose your eyesight.
I hope this guy can cut the mustard.
Oh, you've got to give him a chance. You can't tell about a man till he's here tested. If Steve lasts the first couple of hours, he'll be okay.
Chinchilla?
Oh, don't even kid like that.
No kidding, Mac. Nothing ever tasted like this.
Well, hello, Al.
Hello, Mac. You're Steve Costain, aren't you?
That's right.
This is Al Lyon. He's editor of The Ingot, our weekly paper.
How are you?
How are you?
Like to get a shot of you for our front page.
Yeah, with a lunch bucket in his hand.
I'd rather not, Al. Do you mind?
Be a great morale booster.
I'm the one who needs the morale boosting. See you in a couple of months, huh?
Okay, Steve. Glad to have met you.
Same here.
I like the way he talks, Mac.
Yes, and he means it, too.
That's a beautiful payday.
What do you want to bet?
I'll bet more. All right, I'll try another 3. Boy, you sure laid that one.
That's it.
Ah, you're too good for me.
5. I'll catch you Saturday.
Here's 2.
5.
All right, wait a minute.
Come on, come on.
There's 2 more. That's 4 altogether. 5.
Anybody else?
Oh, you're too hot today. That's enough for me.
You're too good for me, Jim.
How about you, Mr. Costain?
Oh, no. I just saw you pitch.
How about you, pitcher?
Well, I'll take a shot at it.
For how much?
Did I throw a ringer?
Yeah.
What's the odds?
I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll pay you $10 for every ringer you toss. You pay me 5 for each one you miss, okay?
Boy, he's gonna be good.
I don't think he can beat Jim. If you will.
That's 5 you owe me, right?
Wrong. That's 20 you owe me, right?
Try this one. Okay, same bet again, huh? This guy's the best I ever saw. That's all. That cleans me.
Say, a guy that can pitch like that will have no trouble finding a furnace. He'll be a good third helper.
I'd like to give you a chance to get even, Jim.
Don't worry about me. I'll get even sometime.
How about now?
You mean you want to cuff me?
Well, I wouldn't go that far. But, that date you've got with Red tonight.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, with no dough, where are you going to take her? To the public library?
We've been there before.
The 30 against the date.
Are you kidding?
Okay. And how about the 30 against me just going along?
No.
I'll even pick up the tabs.
What can you lose? You can order champagne. The sky's the limit.
Sure. You can just ignore me.
I don't think you can throw 4 in a row. Okay.
Okay. Need any help?
Not in any department.
This used to be my racket. I was first string on the varsity dish drying team, 3-putter man.
Aren't you afraid of getting that uniform spotted?
No, I'm the neat type. Besides, you can use some help. I happen to know that you have a date in a few minutes.
Is there anything you don't know?
What I don't know, my dear, hasn't happened yet. Oh, I see you still use the old single plate system. Here, let me show you the 2-in-1 shuffle. Now, the shuffle.
That's with plates. Can you do it with cups?
Sure, if I break off the handle.
Oh, no, never mind.
Good old reliable Jim. Right on the nose.
See you later.
Yes, indeedy.
Hello, Jim.
Hi, Red. Hello, Steve.
Hi, Jim. Well, where'll it be?
Punaguna was a little crowded last night. Shall we try it tonight?
Yeah.
Well, come on, let's go.
Didn't you tell her?
Wasn't my place to.
Well, I don't know why not. After all, it was...
You had the date.
Well, you still could have told her.
Wait a minute. What is all this?
Come on, tell her.
Go ahead, tell me.
Well, we had a horseshoe pitching contest, and I lost.
What has that got to do with our date?
Well, Steve clipped me for $30, and...
And?
Well, he knew that I had a date with you tonight, and...
So you put our date up against the $30?
Oh, no, Red. I wouldn't do anything like that.
Well, what did you do?
He didn't do anything. I pitched a ringer and won the privilege of, just going along.
Oh.
Yeah, 4 in a row.
This is what every girl dreams of, winding up as a stake in a horseshoe pitching contest. You, stay here and get a little more practice. Come on, Steve. What do you think of Iron Mike's place from here?
Great. I've heard about the view from Lover's Vista.
Oh, where'd you hear that?
From Uncle Mike. He told me I'd find it before I'd been here a week. He'll be happy to know that I'm right on schedule.
We wouldn't think of disappointing the old boy. Uncle Mike seems to think a great deal of you.
Well, he stuck with me. When my father died, they dumped me into his lap. Diapers and all.
For a bachelor, don't. He did a very good job with you.
How do you mean?
I mean, making you start in the business from scratch.
Oh, he didn't make me. That was my idea.
Piloting a shovel?
I could have started wherever I wanted to.
You mean at the top?
Well, close to it.
Well, what are you trying to prove starting at the bottom?
I'm not trying to prove anything. I'm just a guy who don't want nobody to know nothing that I don't know.
Well, how did you get those blisters you spoke of?
At the San Francisco prefab plant. Well, I've come clean. How about you singing?
Well, I was born in Pittsburgh. And when Iron Mike and Mac got started here in Steeltown, they sent for Millie and me. We stayed at the old Union Hotel. It's still standing over there by the coal yard. Anyway, we'd been in Steelburg 3 weeks. I mean, Pittsburgh was... Oh, no, we were there for 3 weeks when... Anyway, we were still in Pitt Steel. Steel Pit... Town.
Frank Jones' boy's gone in the Navy. My golly, those kids grow up fast.
By the way, Mac, I got a folder from the Bear Lake Properties Corporation today.
What do you know? The Soaking Pit gang beat the billet yards 1-0 in 12 innings.
Oh, that's nice. Mac, look at this beautiful site for 3 or 4 cabins.
Yeah, it's nice.
Mac, do you know what October 8th is?
Our anniversary?
No, it's not.
It's not.
It's the day you can retire for the rest of your natural life and draw a paycheck of...
No, we've been through that before, Millie. That's for fellas who have to retire. Old beezes like Charlie Bowles. Not for a man like me who can...
Steel man to the bitter end. Wants to die with his boots on, huh?
Who said anything about dying? Now, once and for all, Millie, I'm not quitting.
You wouldn't want me to write Iron Mike and tell him what that big doctor in Los Angeles said about your heart, would you?
Oh, you wouldn't do a thing like that to me, Millie. Besides, I don't believe that quack.
You can believe that electric chart he showed you.
I only believe how I feel, not what's scribbled on a piece of paper by a crazy machine.
You sound like you're making a political speech.
You got to be a lawyer to convince your mother of anything.
Fiddle faddle.
What do you have to do to get into this squabble?
Oh, just be a McNamara. It comes natural.
Now I know where you get your hard-headedness.
Faddle fiddle.
Well, I'm going to bed. Let me know who won in the morning and what round.
Good night, Steve. Thanks for a nice evening.
Pleasure was all mine. Good night.
Night, Steve.
Good night, son.
You know, I have a hunch he's going to make good. And I'm going to have a glass of milk. How about you two?
No, thanks.
Not for me.
Iron Mike's nephew. And red. I'll bet Mike'd like that.
That's nice dreaming, Mother.
Hold it. Mac's gonna sample the steel.
About last night. I tried to talk her into taking you along, but...
Yeah, I know.
What did you do last night?
I might ask you the same thing.
All right, ask me.
So what did you do last night?
Oh, we went for a drive, and we talked. That's a nice girl you've got, Jim.
I got?
She looks about ready to tap. I'd say she needs about 8 to 9 sacks of coke and 2,500 pounds of manganese.
We'll make a test of that lab, Mac, just to make sure.
All right.
Watch those banks. Heat and build up. Number 2's crowding us.
Not my word, Colin. The report will come back that she'll need 4 more points of carbon. No more, no less. How's Steve going?
I think he's going to make the grade.
Funny thing, that's what Red said last night.
Got a cigarette, Colin?
Uh-huh.
What I tell you? 4 points more of carbon, no more, no less.
You old-timers sure know your stuff, Mac, but Met Lab will still double-check you.
Oh, Steve, did you see the telegram I left on your dresser?
Oh, yeah, thanks, Millie. By the way, I won't be having supper here tonight.
Now, that's a shame. I made split pea soup with ham hocks. I'm famous for it.
Well, in that case, save mine for tomorrow. Joe, how'd the Yanks make out?
Browns beat them, 3-2.
Yeah? Champ's the only team the Browns can beat.
Of all the tough luck.
What happened?
I just lost $6,000. The same as if somebody lifted it right out of my pocket.
$6,000?
Yes, I just had Bridget over at the vet's. It's a false alarm.
You mean she's not going to have any little ones?
Not even a mouse. She's bloated, that's all. Millie's been overfeeding her.
See you later.
I'll get it. Hi.
Hi. Hey, you should see the beautiful babe in the car to match.
Oh, so that's what was in the telegram.
Huh? Just dropped by to tell you we've been having trouble with the furnace bottom. It's working slow.
I'll tell Dagan and Bowers about it in the morning.
Fine.
How about staying to dinner?
Oh, well, thanks.
Come on, Jim. We got a place already set for you.
And it's split pea soup and ham hocks.
That did it.
How much, buddy?
80 cents even.
80 cents even. I believe you. 50, 60, 70, 10 cents short. Just a minute. Hey, Red! Oh, Red! Hey, Red! Red! Hey, Red!
Pipe down, you big lug.
I owe this...
Quiet, buddy. The neighbors.
Sure. Hey, Red, I owe this gentleman 10 cents. Throw me down a dime, will you? Now let's live. Make it a quarter. Oh. Just relax. I'll have this all straightened out forthwith. Thanks, Red. I'll pay you back payday. Remind me. Thanks, pal. Drive carefully. Hello, baby.
You big tanker. Come on.
So I said, look here, Val.
Quiet.
So I said.
What?
I said, look here, Val. I said, I'm a working stiff, and I'm proud of it.
Stiff is right. Well, go ahead. What happened to her?
Huh?
What happened to her?
Oh, well, the last time I saw her, she was soaking up with some guys from the soaking pits. That's when I ducked out. Oh, what a wonderful girl. What a wonderful girl.
Who?
Most wonderful girl in the whole world.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Well, you, of course. You know, Red, the first time I saw you,
I said to myself, I said, Steve, old boy, there is a woman.
I call that mighty clever figuring.
Whew. Let's try that again for size. Angel ears.
Angel ears. Good morning.
Morning.
You know, Steve, the first time I saw you, I said to myself, I said, Red old girl, there is a man.
What goes inside?
Musical chairs.
What's the matter, Angel Ears? You in a hurry?
Angel ears. You come out of that bathroom, Red, or I'll angel ears you. And it won't be on the ears, Angel.
Morning, Papa. Sorry, new ruling of the house, the living before the dead.
Good morning. Who's the bottleneck this time?
Dead. He's been in there for hours.
Hey, Mac, you gonna stay in there all day?
Please, don't make that noise.
What's eating him? Headache?
2, 1 for each head.
Oh, great. Last day of the sweepstakes, and number 2 furnace is 7 tons up on us.
Try to be a little understanding, please, Joe. He ran into some bad ice last night.
I'll be all right. I'll be all right.
Well, I hope so. You both be tapping this shift.
Hey, Ernie!
Come on, speed up that strap. We gotta tap this shift or we're sunk.
With him?
Oh, he got stinking last night.
So you had to get all slopped up, huh?
I feel great.
Yeah. Just don't louse it up, brother, that's all. The heat's lying high in the furnace, so watch those banks. worried, Ernie?
I'm still figuring on an outing at Arrowhead.
Why don't you quit kidding yourself? You know number two's not going to tap until next shift.
Nothing but dough talks with me. I got $5 personal. Says I tapped this shift.
Want to sweeten it?
10?
15.
Sold American.
Just a digi-spell came on me all of a sudden.
I better get you to the hospital.
No, I'm okay.
Do you feel better, Mac?
You won't say anything about this, will you, Steve?
Saving my fool hide. Any way to stop that?
All we can do now is wait until it drains off the 4-plate level.
It's not so bad. We'll cut it up and salvage it for another heat.
Oh, that's great. Meanwhile, we tap 20 to 30 tons light and lose the sweepstakes.
$1,440. Plus a side bet of $15, eh, Jim?
You still got to tap on this shift. Don't forget that, wise guy.
I'll tap it.
If number two taps on this shift, you're going to wish I'd left you out there to fry.
I'm going to tell him.
Mac, I don't want you to. I'll straighten it out. Hey, Jim. I'm sorry, but I'll make it up for the guys on number one. I'll pay everybody what they'd have won in the sweepstakes.
You're going to pick up the tabs on this one, too, huh?
What do you want me to do, crawl on my belly?
I don't care what you do.
What time is it, Mac?
3:23.
If number two doesn't tap in 7 minutes, they're out of luck.
Come on, Joe, hurry it up. How's it now?
328. Start the coat.
How much longer they got?
Just a shade over 30 seconds.
Where's the rest of the crew? The boys are getting anxious.
I'm picking up the tonnage score. I'll be along soon. Loris, take me a bromo, will you? Double?
Reading between the lines in your face, something happened. Give.
I cracked the front bank, spilled 40 tons off our heap.
Which, of course, won't win you any popularity award. With the boys, I mean.
Oh, gangway! Gangway, spread out, boys.
Winner and new champion number 2 furnace. All right, go on, just hand over the moolah.
Is it all right to pay these guys off, Jim?
Oh, you can tell he knows this score. Cross my palm with silver, Red. We beat number 1 furnace by 29 tons, eh, Jim? 320 bucks. Hey, where's the extra 35 you owe me?
Payday okay?
Sure. 320 bucks is enough to start me on my first million at Las Vegas.
Don't be a pig, or am I too late?
Feel better now?
Yeah?
Good.
You big lug, what'd you have to hit him for?
Rocky. Rocky, answer me. Oh, they got you too. Well, this is it. We're finished.
Hello, Millie.
We're done for. And so the last of the infamous Rocky Barrow gang comes to the end of their bloody trail.
Very dull. Where's Red?
I came home early. Millie, have you those pamphlets on the Bear Lake cabin property?
Got them right here, Mac. That's the spot. Not 100 yards from the lake. Room for 6 cabins.
You know it's pretty.
That's what I've been trying to tell you, Mac.
I never looked at it real good before.
Sure, you couldn't see the trees for the smokestacks. Mac, are you thinking of taking your pension, maybe?
Well, it's been on my mind, Millie. You know, what you said. I think I've earn the rest.
Oh, Mac, it'll make us young again, both of us. It'll be like getting a second chance at happiness.
Tomorrow's Saturday. I thought we might take a run up there after work.
Oh, Mac.
Dad and Steve are going to change their clothes in the locker room. We pick them up at the mill and leave from there.
Good. Let's see now. I have the fried chicken, the potato chips, the pickles.
I'll get it. Hello? Yeah. Mac. Jim.
You better wait. The doctor's in there with him now. He thinks Steve may have second-degree burns.
Steve?
Sure, he saved Mac's life.
He's quite a guy.
Well, I guess we better get back to work. Good luck, Red.
How bad is it, Doc?
Well, the fall didn't hurt him too much, Mrs. McNamara. But it certainly didn't help his high blood pressure. He'll have to go on a rigid diet and take it easy from now on. That's for sure.
How about Steve Costain, Doctor?
I'm afraid he'll be laid up for a few weeks. However, you can go in.
Thank you. Come on, Mom.
Hi, Dad. Oh, Mac.
I'm all right, but take a look at him.
I'll thank Steve when Red gets through with him.
Mind if I take over? I'm an expert now. I've nursed him through a black eye and a seizure of bad ice.
Bad ice?
I'm so darn proud of you, I could... Well, I could.
That's a fine thing to tell me when I'm in this condition. Folks, let's have a board of directors meeting. Mac, I've decided to appoint you my full-time father-in-law.
I accept.
Me too.
How about you, stranger?
I'll have to heat test you first.